Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a minute again because life be happening. But promised y'all a story time in the last video, so I'm gonna give you the story time of what's been going on and why it's been so long between the videos. But before we get into that, let's talk about the products that I have here today that we're going to try out. I mean, there's going to be other products that I'm using, but the video is mainly about these two brands. First brand is going to be Revlon, which is the Illuminance foundation, and the Revlon Color Stay Suede ink from, which was, my bad, which was gifted to me through influencer to give my honest review about. And then, like in the last video, we have the beautiful lash set that I'm gonna try out, which was gifted to me by the creator, Mia Lockhart. And I will be obviously putting all the links in the bio below with these beautiful lashes. I mean, first off, I'm not gonna lie, I raved over the casings in the last video because these are just so cute. I can't wait. And obviously, you know, she came through with the packaging. This is like my favorite out of anything that I've ever seen. Like, there's nothing topping this right now to me. Packaging is everything because it's pretty. Now we're gonna see how the product works. But let's jump into this while we put this makeup all over my face. Now, don't come for me because I am not a makeup artist. I am not as talented as you see them TikTokers and YouTubers and Instagrammers. I just know what I'm doing for myself, and not all the time is it correct. So bear with me, y'all. But anyways, so I also am gonna, because this was actually another thing that was from influencer in a previous trial thing that I did, but I'm gonna use this also in this video because it's Revlon, you know, obvious. Anyways, so man, not gonna lie, things been a little stressful. Your girl had to start doing some counseling, y'all. Life was getting overwhelming, and you have no clue what I mean when I say this. Like, y'all, I was in this relationship, and yes, I use my fingers to rub this stuff in. If you find a different technique or something better, let me know. You can give me tips and everything like that in the bottom. Because, like I said, I'm not a makeup artist. I don't really know what I'm doing. I just be doing stuff. But, back to the story. So, I was in a relationship. And it was a younger guy. And everything was good in the beginning, you know. Everything was amazing in the beginning. It was, obviously, you know, everybody goes through the, what do you call it, the love bug stage or whatever. I don't know. I have no clue what it's called. But everything was good in the beginning. And I was happy, you know. I don't really do much anyways. I don't really go anywhere. He's the same type of person. He's a homebody. He don't really go anywhere, go out too much. He also has a lot of health problems. And when I say he got a lot of health problems, he have a lot of health problems, you know. I had to take him to the hospital a couple of times because it got very serious. If you know anything about diabetes, you understand what I'm talking about. He had to take 5 insulin shots a day of 2 different types of insulin. So it was pretty serious, you know. But fast forward. We, you know, in the beginning, you know, I didn't really know what it was and whatnot like that. So I still was kind of messaging other people, but I wasn't really messaging other people like that. Like, I have a lot of male friends that I'm just cool with, I've grown up with. I have a lot of male cousins. I have a lot of male family members. So it started getting to the point to where he would like question me about everything that I was doing on Facebook. And I'm like, well, you can look if you want to see. Like, it's not a big deal to me because I'm not doing nothing, you know? I gave this man my password, and when I say this man lost his mind with that, he lost his mind, y'all. Like, y'all have no idea. I was sitting here like going through hell. Anytime my phone would ding, he'd be like, who is that? Why they messaging you? What you mean? You think I'm supposed to read their mind and know why they messaging me? Like, come on now. That's crazy. Like, I don't know what people thinking on a normal basis when I'm right in front of their face. So how am I supposed to know what they saying, what they thinking right then and there? Like, come on, quit playing with me. Quit playing with me. Like, don't do that. That's not what's up. First off, I'm not that type of person. I'm not like extremely jealous of anything unless you make me feel that way. So, with that being said, it just started getting like worse and worse and worse. And I got to the point where I was like, okay, well, I'm not getting on Facebook at all, because what is the purpose for me to get on Facebook if every time I get on Facebook it causes a problem? You know what I'm saying? So I stopped getting on, which caused me to stop doing so many of these videos because it was causing issues. And I'm like, dang, like, what am I doing? I'm literally doing the things that I'm supposed to be doing. Like, I'm a content creator. You know, I get products to test and I write reviews for them. So, come on. Let's not do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how I missed my upper lip, but I did. Most definitely need that. Ugh. This is actually going on pretty dang nice. Y'all, you see this? Man. I am liking this. Y'all. I mean, y'all see that, right? Woo. Baby, get into it. Yes. I have never used this before either. I know it's been out for a minute, but this is my first time ever using it. And this is... I most definitely like... Well, obviously, I probably should because it's the under part. It's also Revlon. But I like the nice little glow that it gives for the under part. Anyway, so... He, started going through my phone at nighttime, and I'm like, dang, okay. And when I say he's going through my phone, I mean he's going through text messages from 2014 on people that I didn't even respond to. And he like, why this man in your inbox, and why is he asking you what's up? I'm like, it's 2014. First off, you wasn't even a thought in my mind in 2014. So why does that matter? Second off, I didn't even respond to that person. So, what is you tripping about? Like, come on now. Come on now. Like, we got to do better than this. You know what I'm saying? Like, if this is what we gonna trip about, we can't do this. But, you know, I'm a stupid person, and once I get my little feelings involved, my feelings be in there, and I be trying to do anything possible to try to make it work. And that's exactly what I did. So, with that being said, I'm doing everything that I can. Not now, mind you, this man is living with me too. Like, it's not like he got his own place. He living with me. So, and I ain't gonna lie, yes, we had dated a couple of months, and then he kind of moved in kind of fast. It was, you know, a kind of situation where he was like in between places and stuff like that. So I was like, yeah, you know, we together, you know, I'm gonna look out for you. Come be with me, you know, whatever. And you with me all the time anyways, so you don't ever leave me. So why not? Okay. Everything cool. I mean, you know, I cook every day. This man literally never cooked anything. He didn't wash not one motherfucking dish. Apologize about that. He didn't wash not one dish. And, yeah, I mean, he did do, like, vacuuming and stuff like that in his area where his game was set up and everything like that, which his game was hooked up to my TV, which I had 2 TVs in the room at the time. So he could play his game, I could play my game, I can, you know, because I'm one of them type of people, like, I don't care what you doing, I just kind of like being around you, you know, so we can chit-chat and whatnot. Now, we started arguing all the time about Facebook. Like, he would get irately mad about me liking posts and commenting on posts, and I'm like, dog, what is you getting mad about? Like, it's a comment, it's a like. You know, I'm one of the people, I don't understand, you know, social norms and stuff like that, so it don't really registers to me on why he's so mad. And I'm like, okay, well, you have to explain to me. He never explains nothing. He just gets mad. And I'm like, well, doing that, that's not gonna help us. That's not gonna get us anywhere. You know, we got to talk this out. But he never wanted to talk nothing out. He would always get angry, and then he would get to the point where he would just like, shut up talking to me. And I'm like, but why you don't want to talk this out? Like, why you don't want to fix the problem? And, you know, me stupidly, I shut up. I literally shut up and was like, all right, whatever. Because I just didn't want to argue no more. Because it literally was like, every time we'd have a conversation, it was a kind of an argument. And I'm like, this is getting ridiculous. Like, I shouldn't have to keep going through this. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm literally not doing nothing. I'm showing you everything that's going on in my phone. Like, I'm not hiding anything from you. So, you have the password to my phone. Now, I did start archiving messages when people would message me, like certain people. I wouldn't respond to the message, but I would archive it because I didn't want him to get mad for seeing it, but then I also didn't want to delete previous conversations. You know, I'm one of them people, like, I'm a fact checker. So if somebody say that I said something, I have the receipts. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't gonna say that I said something that I didn't say. So I can go back and look at what was being said. So I archived the messages. I didn't respond. Like I said, I would archive them. And then he would get mad. He would go through the whole phone. And that's how he started going through, like, old messages, because he would look at the archives and be like, why you moving messages? And I'm like, well, because you get mad every time somebody's messaging me, and I feel like, why are you getting mad at me for somebody messaging that I'm not responding to? Like, this person don't got my number. The only way they can contact me is through Facebook Messenger. You know, I had even deleted Snapchat because I didn't want him to think that I was on no sneaky stuff, because he was already in that. And I'm like, all right, this crazy. Now, I'm 33, you know, he's 27, so it's not like we have a big age gap or anything like that. I'm a April Taurus, he a May Taurus. And I don't know, I feel like if astrological signs are real, I don't know how in the world he with us, because that ain't us. I swear it's not us. Anyways, so I started getting really quiet. I wouldn't leave the house unless he was with me, because I would get nervous that he would get mad about what I was doing. And if I did leave the house without him, he would like call and check in on me and ask me like, what am I doing? Where am I at? Why is it taking me so long? And I'm like, dang, I just went to the grocery store. I mean, I don't know about y'all, you know, I don't always bring him with me to the grocery store. Sometimes my sister will come with me, you know. We do, like, me and my sister go shopping together all the time. You know what I'm saying? So, that's just something that we do. And we take a little while. We sometimes go through the whole entire store. Sometimes we go to a couple of stores. So, the time will fly. But I'm still not out doing anything. You know what I'm saying? So, I'd come home, and it'd be an argument. And he'd be like, why was you out so long? And I'm telling him, like, I'm grocery shopping. We out shopping. Like, we got multiple stores that we go into. So, what's the issue? And he finally got to the point where he was like, Brandon, you just way too friendly. You way too nice to everybody. I'm like, but that's just kind of my natural personality. Like, that's my natural being. I'm a nice person. Like, why be out here hateful and mean and RR at everybody? Somebody say hi, I'm gonna say hi, how are you too? That's normal. Like, that's what you're supposed to do. At least I thought that's what you were supposed to do. I didn't know you were just supposed to walk past people and be like, because that's not me. You know, I'm a very bubbly, energetic person. I'm a people person too. I'm a people pleaser. I am, not gonna lie. Which is part of the reason why he said I was overly friendly. I'm like, alright, whatever, dog. So, I literally stopped posting. I stopped getting on all social media. I made sure that I wasn't leaving the house without him. I wouldn't call my friends. Like, it got really, really bad there. Then, we get into such a big argument where I was like, yo, if it's that bad for you to be here, get out. Don't be with me then. Stop trying to make it seem like I'm doing something wrong when I'm not. Like, you ask me a question, I'm honest with you. It's if somebody messaged me and you be like, dang, who is this? Did y'all, you know, y'all conversating here? What's this conversation about? And I'm like, well, it's an old conversation and you weren't, you know, in my life at that time. So that conversation don't really pertain to you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's old. And then he'd be like, so was you dating this man? You don't even know this man. So why does it matter? And it was before you. So what's the issue? And I'm like, okay. He's like, well, he's still hitting you up. And I'm like, okay, well, what's that supposed to mean? I'm like, pretty much all my exes hit me up because I didn't do nothing wrong in the relationships. They cheated. I left them alone. I'm not a person that likes to beef, so I get over things eventually. You know what I'm saying? So when I decided to be cool with whoever I decided to be cool with, it was what it was. But when I got into the relationship with him, I did make it clear to anybody that I was in a relationship, even though I didn't post him on Facebook, and he didn't post me on his Facebook either. You know, he didn't want to have the relationship title. Like, it was kind of like people really didn't know about us being together, but we were together and we were seen together all the time. Now, this time that we had gotten into the argument and I was like, go ahead and go, he started packing his stuff and whatnot. And I mean, like, he started calling his brothers and everybody else and whatever. And I'm like, all right. I'm not, during this time, I'm not even saying nothing to him. I don't even care, you know, because I'm at this point to where it's like, you sitting here talking to me crazy, trying to tell me that I'm cheating and I'm doing stuff that I'm not doing. And I'm like, this is crazy. Like, what in the world? I'm not begging to look at your Facebook. I don't even got the password to your phone. I've never even once even thought to even look in your phone to see what was going on in your phone. So, he leave. And when he leave, he start messaging me. Start messaging me like crazy. We start messaging back and forth. We arguing, you know. We finally get to a point to where it's like, okay, you know, he like, I'm sorry, I love you, I want to come back, da 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 da. I'm like, all right, so I let him back. Big mistake. Big mistake. When I say I shouldn't have let that man back, I should not have let that man back. Oh my gosh, because it got 10 times worse. And when I say I'm a person that really tries to make it work, I try my hardest. Like, I bend over backwards. I'm breaking my back to make you happy. And I don't understand what I'm doing wrong for you to want to act and treat me like this. Now, I'm just like, at this point, I'm just like, I'm over it. And I'm like, I don't want to do this no more again. And at this point, he's starting to get so mad that he just haul off and hit me. Start choking me up, beating me up all through the house, slamming me on the ground. And I'm like, what? I'm a big girl. And he kind of, you know, he's shorter than me, but he's very stocky and buff. And he can pick me up. So, I mean, if that tell you anything, he can pick me up. Now, we going through this. And I'm like, what in the world? What in the world is going on here? You know? Why am I going through this? What did I do to go through this, you know? You keep going through my phone and you questioning me everything about my phone and who I'm messaging and who I'm talking to and what I'm doing. And I'm like, I'm not doing anything. Like, you see it in the phone. So what is you talking about, dog? Now, after the first time he hit me, we get into our little altercation and whatnot. Everything settles down. We finally talk it out. And I'm like, but why did you have to put your hands on me? Now I'm scared of you. Because I'm not a fighter. Not a fighter. I don't want to fight. I don't want to have to fight. I mean, if I got to, I'm going to handle my business. But I ain't going to lie. I couldn't handle not one single inkling of that at all. Not at all. So, couple, I don't know if it was like a couple of days or a week or two later or whatever. Everything died down. We cool, you know, we back on regular track and everything like that. And then out of nowhere, another altercation occurs where it's nighttime and I'm asleep and he going through my phone because all he heard was the ding. And like I said, I'm asleep, so I don't know what's going on. I don't know who's in my phone. This man literally wakes me up and starts tripping, like whole tripping. Like, he didn't just wake me up, he just powed, and it was on from there. And I'm like, what the is going on here? Like, Is this my life, y'all? That's how I was feeling. Like, this is my life. Like, this is what I'm about to be going through now. Like, this don't make sense to me. But I'm still trying to make it work. So, after that altercation, we ain't say nothing, you know. It kind of just, like, brushed over. And nothing was talked about. So, again, a couple more days go by. And I finally was like, yo, we need to talk. Like, you just did some real weird stuff to me the other day. Like, what was that about? You see this person message me and get mad at me and think that I can control what they doing in their life. I can't. You think I can control that they thinking like, hey, let me hit her up. I can't. Not to mention, people really don't know that me and you are together because you not... I felt like he wasn't trying to claim me. That's how I really felt. And then it got to the point to where he's like, okay, well, I'm about to put you on my Facebook. You got to accept my relationship status. You got to send me a relationship status type stuff. We got to let everybody know this stuff. And I'm like, okay, whatever, cool, shit, pow. Boom, did it. Relationship status lasted for nothing but 2 days, y'all. 2 days before he started tripping. Because I commented on a post on some guy's post that I don't even know. I don't even think he know who he is. I don't even think that dude live in this city, and we live in the little city. So, you know, pretty much everybody know everybody. And yeah. So we get into another altercation. And I'm like, yo, this is going like berserkos, yo. Like, what is this? Why am I going through this? Why is you doing me like this? Like, explain it to me. And I'm asking him, like, why are you so mad about me commenting? I share his post or something, or share, and it could be any guy's post. I share somebody's post and he like, oh, you dick riding this man and da 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 da. And I'm like, how? I liked what he said. It's just, it's a post. It's literally a post. What is you mad about? And he never can explain nothing to me. So I'm still confused. Which is why I got off Facebook again. Because I did a video and then was like, all right, it's time to get off. Got off everything again. I'm like, this is just causing too much conflict. Like, let me cut it. So I cut it. And that didn't help none either. Like, it literally didn't do nothing for me. I'm still going through all the issues. And I'm like, man, what can I do to make this right? Like, how do I get this right? Like, I'm tired of beefing with you. I'm tired of arguing. I don't want to do this part no more. Like, it's getting out of hand. You know, like, luckily, my son never seen nothing. None of my family members never seen anything. So, nobody knew until I actually came out and told them. And I was like, yo, like, I'm going through it. I had to call my cousin and was like, and I feel bad because he had just came home from the hospital. Oops, I'm sorry. Let me backtrack. So, it gets really bad. He gets really sick. And this is during the times that we like all beefed out. But you know, I'm a loving person, you know, so I'm here for you. He ended up having to go to the hospital, and he in the hospital for like forever. And I'm there from the moment when I drop my son off at school. I come to the hospital. When I go and pick my son back, or I leave the hospital, go pick my son up from school, spend some time with my son, then I go up there for visiting hours some more before it's over with. But, pow, that's not good enough. He come back from the hospital, and after he all good and stuff like that, he come back from the hospital and is like, instantly like, you wasn't looking out for me, you know, nobody was there for me while I was in the hospital, wasn't trying to help me. You just out here doing whatever you want to do. You doing you and blah, blah, blah. Let me see your phone. So he snatched my phone, go through my phone. Nothing's there. And this is where the whole, like, he started going through old messages again. And I'm like, now you finding stuff to get mad about. Like, this just stupid. Like, if you just don't want to be with me, just don't be with me. Period. Like, we ain't got to go through all this. So, I'm starting to get stressed out. I'm starting to have, like, attacks and stuff like that. I'm like, what is going on with me? I literally thought that I was premenopausal, y'all. At 33, I thought I was premenopausal because of everything that was going on. Like, I'm having hot flashes, cold flashes. My cycles ain't coming. I'm like, this stuff crazy. I go to the doctors and stuff like, hey, I'm premenopausal. I need to get some tests ran. I need to know what to do, you know? Let's get on this track and get me healthy, you know? They like, oh, nope. Ma'am, this ain't menopause. This your brain. Hold on, my what? Say this again. This my what? My brain. Why is my brain doing this? And they're like, well, what's going on in your life right now? And I'm like, you know, I don't want to tell them what's going on, so I don't tell them. I'm like, I don't know, I just got basic life. And they're like, so they gave me this little questionnaire thing. So I did the little questionnaire thing, and they're like, you severely depressed and extreme anxiety. I instantly right there was like, what you mean? Like, what is this? Like, I mean, I'm what? I'm depressed. How am I depressed? I don't seem depressed. No, I was depressed. I'm so used to putting on a happy face to everybody because I don't like people knowing my problems, that no one sees what's really going on with me. Now, they're like, let's start talking. I want you to talk to the in-place counselor. So I go to the in-place counselor, and I do two sessions with this man. And this man looked at me and said, you need more help than what I can give you. What? You need more help than I can give you. So I'm like, okay, well, what do I do? So he gave me a number to this place called Summit Point that we have around here. It's dedicated to your mental health. So I start going there, and while I'm going there, you know, I'm going through my counseling sessions. They do the pre-scanning and everything like that, and they got me into like a full-blown like whatever, goal thing, whatever. It's something, it's a plan works, that word works, but it's a plan for how to get me out of this stage that I didn't know that I was in, because I literally, like, I'm a happy, cheerful person, but I also force a smile too, because I don't like people seeing what's going on underneath. Now, we go from that to, I'm on medications now. These medications are not doing me justice. Like, they driving me insane. And I mean, I got to the point to where, like, one of them, I was like ready to off myself, and I'm like, that's not me. That's not me. So they then changed me through like 5 different types of medications, 4 or 5 of them, something like that. But they done changed me off of 4 different medications, and you know, whatever, everything starts getting better. But stuff at home not getting better. Stuff at home is getting worse. Like, worse. Now, I done stopped talking to all my friends and stuff like that. So my homegirl called me and was like, dang girl, like, what's up? Where you been at? What you been doing? I'm like, oh no, nothing at home, you know, just doing a little family thing, da 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 da. Dog, when I say she hit me in the face with some stuff, I was just like, what? Are you serious? I instantly lost my mind. Lost my mind. And was like, alright, dog, this crazy. Now, I don't say nothing to him yet because I'm like, I need to fact check this. Let's find out what's really going on. Now, after that, my cousin called me. And his chick is like, yo, dude was pulling up at my house acting crazy. Showing me videos of him pulling up at the house and whatever was going on. And I'm like, because he just out there arguing with her. And I'm like, but he telling me it's because she owe him some money. And I'm like, well, whatever. We gonna find out the real. Everything just started falling. Everything just started coming out. And I'm just like, I get angry. And I started yelling. I ain't gonna lie. I started yelling. Because at that point, I'm like, you done put your hands on me. And you out here doing the stuff that you trying to accuse me of doing when you know I'm not doing it because I'm right here in front of your face every day. Like, come on now. So now, I ain't gonna lie. I exploded with that one, and was a bad dude because obviously I got beat up. It's not funny. It's the only way that I know how to handle it. But after that, I was like, I grabbed my son and me and my son left because I'm like, because my son was actually up this time. He didn't see it or hear it or anything like that, but I'm like, all right, we gotta go because this is not about to die down no time soon. He's still out here acting crazy. I done threw some trash at him. Like, I literally picked up my trash bin and threw it at him because he would, like, he's sitting here. So the trash bin over here, and I'm just like, and I leave. I go to my cousin's house. I'm over at my cousin's house. I have a couple of drinks. I leave from there. Boom. Car accident. I had a couple of drinks. Car accident. My son in the car. All bad. All bad. So now I'm going through court issues. And I mean, it's my fault. I'm not gonna lie. That was complete. The car accident wasn't my fault. They hit me, but my son shouldn't have been in the car. I should have left my son over at my cousin's house, or I should have did something differently than what I did. But at that moment, I was not thinking like that. I was thinking, let me just get out of here and protect us, protect me, and just get away from the situation. I go to jail. My son goes to my mom, and I get out of jail the next day. He comes pick me up with my neighbor. So everything's fine from that for a little while. Nothing was said, nothing was talked about, and we move around from that. Now, once we move around from that, I'm like, all right, I'm just sitting here scared of you, dog. Like, I'm scared of you. I don't know what to do because what am I supposed to do? Like, for real. What am I supposed to do? I'm scared to tell you to get out because I don't want you to put your hands on me. I'm scared to even say anything to you because it seems like all we do is argue all the time. And then he has a diabetes attack. So I had to take him to the hospital. Or, well, we had to call the ambulance because he was going to an out-of-town doctor. So the ambulance had to give him a ride there. Because they would get him there faster and in faster than me taking him to the emergency. So now he's at the doctor's and everything's everything. Then he called me 3 o'clock in the morning. Like, they discharging me. So I got to drive all the way out of town, right? Because they discharging him from the doctors. Or from the hospital. And so I drive out of town. I go get him. You know. The whole ride, we're arguing. Ain't you sick? Why is you arguing with me? Ain't you sick? Quit arguing with me. So now I'm like, all right, what do I do to get this to stop? And I got court in the morning from the car accident. So I go to court talking, you know, they telling me all types of horrible stuff, you know. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, this is all bad. I don't know what to do. My life is falling apart. I come home, he laying in the bed, he look at me, start talking to me crazy, like, why it take you so long at court, this, that, and the third, and I just was like, get out. Get out. I don't want to be with you no more. I can't do this no more. You driving me crazy, for one. For two, like, my life is falling apart. And, I don't even want to blame him for it. I blame myself. Because I allowed that man to be in my life. So, I don't fault nobody else for it. I fault myself. But I end up having to call my cousin because he like, no, I'm not leaving. And I'm like, nah, dog, you bust to go. Like, I'm not about to deal with this no more, period. You got to go. So, from there, my cousin come over. He leave. He get all his stuff. He gets out. I block him on everything because I'm like, forget this. So he started like blowing my phone up outrageously crazy. And I'm like, because at first I didn't know, he got one of them little text now apps numbers and was calling me off of different ones. And I'm like, I'm not answering this. So I finally blocked, I made it to where you can block any like number that's not programmed in your phone. So he would stop calling me. Like for like 3 hours, 4 hours straight, he would pick up, dial. When I didn't answer, hang up, call back again. Like, you gotta be out your mind to do like for that long to be calling nonstop, like no in between break. That's crazy. That's crazy. But I was stupid. And while I was stupid, I tried to go have a conversation, sit down, try to talk it out with him. Like, how do we get past this? Because I don't want to be out in public and see you and you trying to run up on me, I don't want to go through that. And then you calling me threatening and all types of crazy stuff and talking about you see somebody at my house, you're going to shoot my house up. And I'm like, this is like crazy. And I know everybody's like, well, why you ain't call the police? Well, shit, he got 14 siblings. You call the police. What the police gonna do? Nothing. The only thing they can do literally is something for him because he's harassing me. But then if his sisters or brothers want to come and do some shit and I'm just like unaware of anything and they just run up on me and I got my child while I'm getting my son out of the car, come on now. So it's just all bad. It's just all bad. So I go and try to have a conversation with him, and we end up having a good conversation. And with having that good conversation, I was like, maybe we can work it out. Maybe we can and at this time I'm already going through therapy, so I'm every 2 weeks going to see my therapist. On the medications, I'm doing good. But as soon as I try to be that friend with him, he getting mad at me like, you not checking in on me. I'm not going to call you every day. We not together. That's not my responsibility no more. Like, I'm just trying to be your friend. Like, I'm trying to, make sure that we at least copacetic, so when we out here in public, we ain't going through no crazy stuff, because you already done threatened to shoot my house up. While I had a whole house full of kids. You threatening to shoot my house up. Come on now. I ain't got time for this. Now, we done went through all of this, and we get cool. I go and see. He had invited me out to come see him, and we were about to go do something. This man, I had to run for my life out of his sister's house. Bust out the back door. He done got my keys, my phone, talking about throwing my phone into the woods and stuff with the keys, got my glasses. And y'all, I'm blind without my glasses. Like, I can't drive without my glasses. I can't see without my glasses. Hell, I can't drive right now anyways. They took my license. But the neighbors had to call the police, and he outside saying, I'm not fighting her. I didn't do that. And the neighbors was like, yo, I just watched you stomp this girl in her head. Like, you haul off stomping her in her head. Like, what do you mean you're not doing nothing? My son just watched you beat her. And he like, no, man. So he hand me my stuff real quick and run into the house. So I get into the car. They done called the police. I get in the car and leave, because I'm not supposed to be driving anyways, So I leave. He ended up leaving and was right behind me. And apparently, I guess, during this time, he got into a car accident. So he calling me like, yo, I got into a car accident. Can you come back and help me? Is you crazy? I ain't stupid. I ain't coming back so you could... What? Man, I literally thought I was going to die that day. Like, he had his hands around, before he even got to the point to where he was stomping me in my head, he had choked me. And that's where I had tried, I had to wrestle him up off me and run up out the house. And when I was running up out the house, he has all my stuff. So it's like, I can't go nowhere. I need all my stuff back. I can't leave. I need house keys. I need my car keys. I need my phone. I need my purse. I need everything. So I'm just like, yo, please just give me my stuff back. Da, 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 da. And he like, come in the house. I'm like, no. And then that's when the whole little out there kicking me in my head stuff happened. But hey, at least I got my stuff back. And I was like, this stuff crazy. Like, I'm just going through way too much for nothing. And I'm stupid. I didn't know what to do. I literally didn't know what to do, because it's like, I'm scared that if I see you out in public, you're going to do something to me. I'm scared that everything that's going on is just, it's just crazy. And I don't know what to do. So I'm trying to keep him as calm as possible and trying to make sure that everything's cool, so I'm not having to worry about being out in public, because I don't want nothing to happen to my son. Nor do I want something to happen to me either. So I'm just like, don't call me no more. Block him again. He go through all the crazy stuff again with all the calling, this, that, and the third. Losing his mind. And I'm like, man, this stuff crazy. Holidays come. Holidays pass. And I hadn't been talking to him. But he keeps tabs on everything that I do on Facebook. Like, we not friends or Facebook or anything like that. Like, I don't have him anything on any of my social media networks or anything. So it made me feel a little awkward when he hit me up yesterday, day before yesterday. It was like, why is you all on this man's status talking about this, that, and the third? I'm like, it's a post. He asked a question and I responded to a question. I mean, everybody's responding to the question. What's the problem with me responding to the question? Why the hell do you care? Because we not together. Like, we ain't been together in 2 months and you still harassing my life. And I just, at this point, like, everybody's like, yeah, don't contact him. I'm not contacting him. He's finding ways to contact me. How am I supposed to know when I pick up my phone that it's going to be him? When I say I have a psych eval next week, they going to be looking at me like, girl, what is wrong with you? Because I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with me too. Because, man, I lost my mind last year. I 100% lost my mind. And, I mean, I've been through horrible relationships. I've been with men that's done put their hands on me. But I ain't ever been through nothing like that. Like, and it's so crazy because he's like, I can't be the worst person that you have ever been with. And I'm like, but you are, because you won't leave me alone. Because at least them, you know, they've done noticed their mistakes and see what they done did. And, you know, they accepted the fact that I done left them alone. I'm cool with them. They know I would never get back with them. But they know what they did wrong. You literally don't think that you did anything wrong and feel like I'm the whole bad guy. And I be sitting here trying to figure out, like, what did I do for me to get this behavior? Like, this treatment. And everybody's like, oh, he's not that kind of guy. Yes, he is. How you gonna tell me something that I know because it happened to me? I don't care what nobody else say. That man is a horrible person. That man is a horrible person. And I just don't know what to do. Hold on, I'm about to do these lashes off scene because I already don't know what I'm doing anyways. Alright. Them girls is popping. Them some. And you know what? It was so easy to put on. Like, I don't think I've ever I should have just did it on camera, honestly. That's crazy. I ain't never put no lashes on this fast before. Anyways, I know I kind of jumped around all over through the story and everything like that. Hopefully you got what's been going on. I mean, it's been real crazy. So, when I say I just been trying to make it, trying to keep my head above water. I just be trying to not stress, which apparently I haven't been doing so well at, because I've literally been like, I don't want to do nothing. I don't want to go nowhere. I mean, granted, it's wintertime. I'm in Michigan. But there is no snow outside right now, y'all. The roads are actually clear. I could do stuff. I could go somewhere. But I don't want to. Like, I just don't have it in me to get out and do anything. That's why it'd be so hard for me to do these videos. It's like, I want to do them, but I have to be in the right headspace for me to actually get into these videos and actually want to do it, because I haven't even wanted to get dressed. I haven't even wanted to actually look good. Today was one of them days where I was like, you know what? I got these products. I need to do these videos. And I need to do something with myself. So yesterday I took the time out to go ahead and paint my nails and paint my toenails, because I am, like, that's normally done every week. Like, period. I'm always up on top of my nails and my toes, like, all the time. Like, that's a me thing. I do at least once or twice a week a beauty day where, I mean, I take the whole day and dedicate it to just, you know, self-pampering. And I haven't been doing that because I haven't had it in me to want to do that because of everything that's been going on. And, you know, my counselor, my therapist has already told me, like, yo, you've had bipolar all your life, but you've been managing it mighty well to the point to where nobody even knew that I had these issues until now, because my mentals is so, like, just scrambled and out there that I literally just, I don't know what I'm doing sometimes. Like, I'm sad, I'm mad, I'm all over the place. And I already, like, I'm not I'm a people person, but at the same time, like, I don't understand social norms and stuff like that. So that stuff doesn't, like, it kind of, like, floats over my head. Like, the lifestyle of everybody now is so toxic, and I don't understand why toxic is such an in thing for everybody. Like, we don't need to be toxic. Why can't we have the stuff that the older generations used to have? Like, why we can't bring that back? Like, that's what I want. But hey, but it's been rough for me, and I'm just trying to get it all back. I'm trying to focus on me and make sure that my mental health is where it needs to be at. My physical health is where it needs to be at. My everything is where it needs to be at, you know? I got a son that I need to take care of. I got a mother that I need to take care of, you know. I got people in my life that are dependent on me. And I can't keep walking around being like this. And it's not healthy for my son to see me like this. You know, I don't want my son worried about me. I need lip therapy. Jeez, my lips is dry. And that's crazy. I put so much chapstick and stuff on, but I have eczema, so it be causing problems. But so that's what's been going on, my dears. It's been a time, and I'm working on getting it back on track. Hopefully I can keep up with the videos more as often as I should. I mean, if I don't, I'm sorry. I do appreciate you guys for being here, because I do this for y'all, basically. I mean, I do it for myself too, but I also do it for y'all, because why not? But I appreciate y'all for being here and understanding. And if you do like these videos, please like it, share it, subscribe, ring the bell. Ringing the bell would probably be the best, so you know to keep up with me. Or you can also follow me on my other social media networks, which I will leave in the description in the bottom, in the below area, whatever. You know what I'm saying. But I'm gonna end it with, if you are in a toxic relationship and you scared, get out. I don't care what you got to do, get out. Because your life is more important than sitting there and staying, trying to make somebody else happy and make somebody else feel better about themselves. No, you need to make you feel better. You need to be good for you. Because if you're not good for you, you can't be good for nobody else. Period. So, if you have any mental health issues, reach out. Get the help that you need. Because it's serious. It's serious. I know. Because I'm going through it right now. I am going through the mostest. And I am holding myself together as much as I can. And I don't always do as well as I should. But I'm working on it. And if I can do it, trust me, y'all can do it too. Y'all can do it too. And if you feel like you can't do it, reach out. Find somebody. It doesn't even have to be a friend or a family member. It could be a stranger at your therapist. Anything. Get into therapy groups or whatever it is. Start doing like classes for things that you like to do to get you into that space that you need to be in to get your mental health together. Love you. Because you got to love you first before you can love anything else. And can't nobody love you without you loving you. Because you ain't got you. They don't know you. If you can't love yourself, they not going to know who you really are. Because you don't know who you really are. Find out who you are and get it together. Because there's people out here that do, in family-wise. I'm not talking about when I say they don't know how to love you. I meant people trying to get to know you can't fully grasp it, but your family clearly is going to love you. And them people will severely be hurt if you're gone. Get the help that you need. But until next time, y'all, be looking out for me. And please subscribe. Bye.